Hey guys, it's pouring. Really raining now. We're in central Hong Kong and we're heading down to the waterfront, which is just down this skywalk, and we're going to get a nice close view of the typhoon waves crashing into the city. Conditions are a lot worse than they were an hour ago when I was hiking here. Hell, it was 30 minutes ago before I went to McDonald's. Now we're in the middle of the first big rain band. Winds have picked up. My umbrella is worthless now. The winds have just chucked it away. It's getting worse. We have these gusts come in every now and then. I don't know if you can see the rain very much. There's quite a bit of rain coming down. We'll get down to the harbor in about 3 minutes. Not even that. We got to walk down to the harbor. Yeah, it's Midwestern, but the winds come up and they come up with these huge gusts, and they knock you out, especially with all the buildings. The buildings sort of channel the wind into these wind tunnels. And Typhoon Guam, okay, so it's like a hurricane. We just call them typhoons on this side of the planet. So we're going to walk down to the end here and see the rain. I'm Penguin 6. I hike here around Hong Kong every day showing you the sights, so feel free to follow me and take a look at the city. The storm is actually coming from the north because we're on the western side of the eye, so the winds are coming in from the north, sort of counter pushing the tide back away. So we haven't had much of a storm surge. I did eat. So it'll take us about 2 minutes to get down to the harbor. McDonald's was really good. As you probably saw in my last scope, we were walking around in the wind and in the rain. We were down in the harbor, but I couldn't make it back to the harbor from where I was. The wind was too powerful. So I jumped on the subway and I took the subway over to here. And now I'm going to walk over. So, yeah, we're going to walk fast because we want to get down there. Here we go. Now we're going to have a nice view of the city. Phone's okay. As the rain comes pouring in. I didn't switch phones. So here you can see we're going to make our way to the waterfront, which is on the other side of the Ferris wheel. Oh, wow. It's blowing in here. Basically, one half of this is all underwater. Wife is home with the kids. The kids didn't have school today. Yeah, the storm is getting heavier now. We're walking to the pier. I'm walking on the Star Ferry skywalk. This is a walkway that leads to the ferry piers. Ferries go to all the outer islands and even China. I don't know the wind speeds down here. We're getting gusts. This is actually probably the most sheltered part because there's a big mountain range in the distance there and another one back here. No, they call this a typhoon because it is a hurricane. They call the regular rainstorms a monsoon. So we're heading out to that pier over there as it's got a nice view of the harbor and the wind and the waves. Ooh, it's windy. The typhoon will be gone by this evening. But you never know, there might be another one coming. Big sheets of rain over there. Well, most of the buildings in Hong Kong are cement and steel. I think the heavy stuff is falling other places. We're not getting it that bad down here in the center of the city, but maybe we'll go home and drive down to the beaches. Maybe that would be fun if I took my car down to the beach. The Ferris wheel isn't moving today. Oh boy, I'm getting soaked. Rain is blowing. Okay, the rain's coming in horizontally. Basically horizontal rain right now. They're closed. The wife has just sent me a message. Can you get some chicken bones from the restaurant? Darling wife. Restaurants, grocery stores are closed. I don't have a Bentley, thankfully. Whoa! I did have lunch. I had McDonald's Gourmet. It's delicious. If that Ferris wheel gets knocked over, we will video that. But we're going to get closer now to the actual water. Typhoon is a hurricane. Just on this side of the planet, they're called typhoons. And where you live, they're called hurricanes. More or less. So now we're down on the harbor. We don't have the same categories system that you have over there. I'm not in the car, I'm on foot. Walking. We're going to walk out onto the pier because we can get a lot closer to the waves out there. We don't have categories of storms. We have typhoon, super typhoon, and severe, or typhoon, severe typhoon, and super typhoon. This, I think, now is technically just a typhoon. So, like, by U.S. standards, a 1 or a 2. Everybody else is hiding in their apartments, yeah. The Raven did go on the roof of hers. The gusts are, I think they were 100 kilometers an hour, 140 kilometers an hour they were saying we might have. I hope they didn't close that pier. No, they didn't. That's where everybody wants to be. It's on the pier. So let's go down to the pier. That stuff all got blown over. Yeah, I'm out in it. I need a taxi to get home. It's pretty heavy up on the peak. I'm glad I didn't go to the peak. I was going to go up there, but I'd be hating life right now if I'd done that. So, when I left the McDonald's, that guy in the tote with the backpack was passing me, heading this direction. And I opted to come the other way. And both were heading here at the exact same time, but he is soaking wet, and I rode the subway. Feeling very good. This is the Victoria Harbour in central Hong Kong, next to the Hong Kong Maritime Museum. Wind is picking up out here. Not that bad right now. Waves are out in the harbor itself. The harbor is, well, shielded. That's why Hong Kong was settled here. It was a harbor that offered good protection, natural protection from typhoons. We can go out to the other islands and it'd be much worse. It is much worse than it was. My feet are pretty dry, actually. Some of these guys haven't left. Heavy rain coming. I don't know what the surf level's up. Let's go over here so I can show you the city. No, not here. This is the harbor. I don't think it's rising. I haven't had my other phone. I don't know the wind speeds or anything like that. This is Hong Kong. I'm fine. I'm very safe. I'm on a pier. A very strong cement pier. So I was over there at the McDonald's earlier. We raced over there to beat the storm, and then we got trapped. This is Bank of America, Bank of China, all the other businesses from Hong Kong. They don't love here. Ultraman, here it comes from the sky. Ultraman is in Japan. You are now in China, in the People's Republic of China. This is Hong Kong. It is swelling a bit every now and then. The waves kick up a little higher. There are lots of Pokemon here. Actually, this is probably, I don't know if it's going to get any worse. It's probably a lot worse in other parts of the town. Well, screen capture. It's, I don't know what time it is. I'll be putting videos on my YouTube. And Rose.
So early. Morning's like that was before, like in the first week of notice went out.
It's 12. I don't know what time it is. Oh, the rain's picking up big time. Yeah, this here is pretty low. If you go to the outer islands or new territories, the wind speeds are a lot higher. You have to understand we're very sheltered here in this harbor by mountains. Drop my umbrella. It's kind of calm. Can't really go anywhere else from here. I'll probably go home. Maybe I'll get my car and drive the kids down to the south side of the island. Maybe the storm was more fun down there. You guys want me to go for a drive? I'm Penguin 6, by the way. I hike you around Hong Kong every day, so feel free to follow me. Slide left, slide up, tap my profile, and follow me. Steve, it's supposed to hit, like now. I think it's had landfall about 100 kilometers away from us to the east. I know the wife will scream at me if I go for a drive, but you know, whatever. It's cool, yeah. I don't know if HV. No, it's just a pretty direct hit. It was supposed to be pretty bad, but schools are canceled. The boys would rather probably play Pokemon. Whoa, windy. Yeah, it's raining on and off. Oh, feel free to tweet the pictures. I've got a second phone that I've been taking pictures with too. I'll put them up on my Instagram, Penguin6, and my YouTube. Thanks for the hearts. I haven't seen anyone surfing the harbor today, but I bet they're surfing down at Big Wave Bay. That's where the surfers hang out, on the south side of the island. Let's go over this side, yeah? Give you more a view of the city. The winds aren't that bad where I am. It's very safe where I am right now. There's no difference between a typhoon and a hurricane, except one's here in Asia and the other's in the United States, basically. I think Big Wave Bay will be nuts. That's the peak off in the distance. I thought about going up there. I'm getting wet now. So guys, I'm Penguin6. You're in Hong Kong with me, watching a typhoon. And I think we're going to go for a drive. Don't know.